Hi guys, this isn't the video I planned to make this week, slightly more serious, but what I'm going to say is death should motivate you. Come on, let's go for a walk and I'll explain what I mean. When you wake up in the morning, it's a bonus. We should all be happy to wake up every morning because we've been given one more try at life. This famous quote from former Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius is, "You could leave life right now. Let that drive what you do, say and think." And I think lots of these stoic views from sort of hundreds of years ago stem from the fact that life was way more fragile back then. I think we've become complacent with our sophisticated, successful society, medical science as it is, that we're kind of invincible. And I think sometimes we all just have to remember that we are technically all dying slowly, 1 minute, hour, day at a time. Here are a few points I think we should all bear in mind to remind us that we need to live for today. Firstly, take a moment each day to remember we just don't know how long we've got left. If each day we thought that today could be our last, we'd probably live our lives very differently. And often when we do realise that life is so limited, it's often when something's happened and it's often too late. The second point is that we're all dying right now. Death isn't something that we're slowly moving towards long into the future. It's happening to every single one of us right this second. I tried to look at it, for example, that I've recently turned 40. I've not lived for 40 years. I've actually been dying for 40 years. This switch makes you realise that time is limited. Every minute we spend doing something, we're moving closer to the end. So try and focus on doing something that you enjoy and that you love, and you may as well do it to the best of your ability. Now this is a big one for me, and I talk about it a lot at home, but be present in the moment. It's far too easy to, when say you're putting your children to bed, and there's a Netflix series you want to be watching, and you rush putting them to bed. You're almost frustrated that it's taken them so long. But if you knew that was the last time you're going to put someone that you love dearly to bed, would you not make the most of it? Would you not read one more story? Would you not cuddle them till they're asleep and kiss them goodnight one more time? This small shift about being present in every moment means gives your life value and makes sure you focus on the right things and don't get distracted by the chaotic world we can often live in. Now, as I said earlier, this really wasn't the video I was going to make this week. I had all sorts of other plans, but then tragically earlier in the week, Deborah James, otherwise known as Bowelbabe, contacted all of her followers to say that she's actually now gone into hospice care at home, which, though you don't mean that sort of end-of-life care. And this hit me like a ton of bricks, if I'm honest, because my sister died about 18 months ago of bowel cancer, and it was Deborah that gave everyone in the fight against cancer such incredible hope and optimism. Despite all that she was going through, Deborah seemed to live every single day as if it was her last. Even though I genuinely believe, and she still should, hold on to that glimmer of hope that she was going to beat it. And she's probably lived more in the last 5 years than many of us have an entire lifetime. Deborah is a hero in so many ways, or Dame Deborah she now was, which couldn't have been more deserved, and sad it takes such tragic news to get that damehood, but she's definitely saved lives. Before my sister got ill, I hadn't even thought about bowel cancer, and to see the work that she's tirelessly put in day after day after day to make sure others don't have to suffer as she has, and just remove the stigma about checking for blood in your poo. Seems like such a gross thing to talk about, but by putting that check in your poo message out there every single day, undoubtedly thousands, maybe more, have been saved. Now, on announcing the news, Deborah's actually created the Bowelbabe Fund, and she has literally left no stone unturned in terms of radical new age treatments. She's tried absolutely everything and been experimental, and undoubtedly, as you can see, it's extended her life hugely. And she wants those opportunities of experimental treatments to be available to others. So she launched the Bowelbabe Fund, and since it's launched, as I just say filming this, she had something like £4.2 million, which just shows the swell of emotion people are feeling at potentially losing Deborah in the cancer community. and just how grateful everyone is for her. She really is a hero in so many ways. I'll put a link below to the Bowelbabe Fund. Please, if you know, as Deborah says, if next time you're having a drink, have a drink on her and donate what you would have spent to the fund, and you may just save someone's life with some experimental treatment. So this kind of circles back to the points I was saying before, how, you know, live as if you're dying, because we're all dying, just at different speeds. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day. Live a life that's full and present, and remind yourself that we all have a limited time on this earth. So live every day as if it could be your last. Take care, everyone. Bye.